Get to our top story right now. President Trump has his sights on Minnesota. This is for the latest immigration crackdown.
They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you.
That clip you just saw was the president at a cabinet meeting Tuesday talking about Minnesota's Somali community. It comes as the Trump administration has ordered ICE to target undocumented Somali immigrants in the Twin Cities. Now, local leaders say that's only a fraction of the roughly 80,000 Somalis who live here.
The Council on American Islamic Relations estimates about 95% of them are U.S. citizens. Our Barrett Leone joining us live this morning with the latest on what this new focus on our state means. Barrett?
Hey, good morning, Heather. AJ, right now, ICE is preparing to send a surge of agents here to the Twin Cities, and we expect enforcement to begin as soon as this week. This move from the Trump administration will focus on people who already have deportation orders, but community leaders tell us that the fear spreads beyond that small group because of the president's rhetoric and past actions towards Somali Minnesotans. Now, we expect this move to potentially target hundreds of people here in Minnesota. Our state is home to the largest Somali population, close to 80,000 people in the U.S. And while Homeland Security won't discuss the operation, the move comes as President Trump escalates his criticism, saying Somali immigrants, quote, contribute nothing, and that he doesn't, quote, want them in our country. Advocates say that most Somalis here are U.S. citizens, and the crackdown is fueling fear and profiling.
Somalians are businesswomen, lawyers, doctors, entrepreneurs. So it's putting them and making them look bad. It's gonna make it look bad for us, all of us. So this has got to stop saying all Somalians.
I'm not worried about anything, I'll be honest with you. We're part of this country. We don't care what the people say.
Now, the governor has called the reports of this ICE operation a PR stunt and says he welcomes any help with investigating and prosecuting crimes here in Minnesota. Meanwhile, both Twin Cities leaders, St. Paul and Minneapolis mayors, have come out to say they stand in solidarity with Minnesota's Somali community, and we will hear from them more coming up in the next half hour.
All right, Barrett, thank you.
And on Tuesday, Twin Cities leaders and police department explained how they would react to ICE agents conducting roundups in Minnesota.
Yeah, Barrett just mentioned that. Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara says he expects the increased federal activity to spark protests. Now, Miguel Hernandez, he works with the Minnesota Immigrant Rights Action Committee, and he says that they're training people to document ICE activity. Just last week, crowds gathered during a federal immigration operation. It was this one right here in St. Paul. Hernandez says he is seeing more people wanting to get involved. Minneapolis Police Chief O'Hara is asking protesters to remain peaceful and says that officers will receive additional guidance this week regarding the department's immigration policy. Now, Hernandez believes the current guidelines aren't strong enough.
If you go through the files of what happened on June 3rd via the city auditor, they even said it wasn't good enough. In their own reports, communications broke down between city council and the mayor and the police chief. All of that is there. I couldn't make it up myself. So what are the standards and how are we going to move them forward with actual accountability for city officials, the mayor and the chief of police and everyone who works with them?
To try and address some of the...
So Chief O'Hara hasn't shared any specifics about this new guidance, but the police department has repeatedly said they don't cooperate with immigration enforcement, and a Minneapolis city ordinance prevents them from doing so. As for St. Paul, the city is still reviewing officer actions during crowd control in a federal immigration action last week.
6:06 is your time. Let's get to the latest from the live desk. Maria Lissignoli joining us now because, Maria, you're following more cuts to SNAP benefits.
Right. New this morning, federal funds meant to administer SNAP food aid in Minnesota and other Democratic states could be withheld starting next week. During Tuesday's cabinet meeting, Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins said Democratic states are refusing to give the department information like names and immigration status of recipients. Now, Rollins says that data is needed to root out fraud. The secretary says the only way for states to avoid losing those funds is to provide information about the people receiving the assistance. But many of those blue states have sued over this request of information, stating they never share such sweeping amounts of sensitive program data with the federal government. Funding could be pulled from states that don't comply as early as next week. So we're going to continue following developments on what this means for Minnesotans.
All right, Maria, thank you.
Well, starting today, Minnesota parents who had a baby this time of year, can apply for time off next year. The new state law for paid family and medical leave takes effect January 1st.
Now, most workers will be eligible for 12 weeks of paid medical leave if they have a serious health condition. It also allows for 12 weeks of family leave to care for a loved one, including bonding with a newborn. Workers would get partial pay. Benefits are capped at 20 weeks in a single year. The law allows parents to take leave within 1 year of giving birth or adopting a child.
Having this benefit available for Minnesotans will allow us to take the time we need in some of life's most important moments to have that bonding, to care for someone who is sick, to care for yourself. These are the moments we all remember. But if those moments involve great financial insecurity, obviously that's a hardship for the 3/4 of Minnesotans that haven't had this benefit before. Now with this program, nearly all Minnesotans will have access to that.
So the state will start taking applications on January 1st for all other leave claims in 2026, including babies that are born that year.